time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. For the Miami Heat, they won their last contest, that game against the New Orleans Pelicans.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at the small forward position. Now, here's Richardson. Outside, Dragic. Chris, you played for 5 different teams, a couple of them multiple times. How long do you think it takes to feel comfortable in a new situation for a player?
I tell you, Kevin, that's such a hard tightrope to play. I remember going to different teams, and you have to understand the culture of the team. You have to understand who their best players are already. You have to understand the style of play. And building trust takes time from both sides. So usually you'll come into a situation and you want to make sure that you're showing that you're a great teammate. So usually in that area, teammates are saying, wait a minute, we brought the guy, we brought you over here. We want you to be that guy that we traded for, the guy we just signed or recruited. We were a fan of you. Do the things that you do great. We'll catch up with you. So a lot of it starts with mutual respect, and that means mutual deferment. And then after, while you're both deferring, you're like, wait, we got to win some games. Okay, you be you, I'll be us. We'll all do it together. And kind of once you get over that kind of fine dance in the beginning, that icebreaker, usually that's when things start rolling.
Here's Allen. After the made shot from Goran Dragic. Clock at 4. Levine for 3. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season. And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
Yeah, fellas, he's a monster. He's never seen an offensive rebound he didn't think he could get to. Look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays. Whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Yeah, easier to say than do. I mean, with the weapons they have, they force such tough matchups. It's hard to stay with them.
Carter, the pass to Markkanen. Now the dish to Allen. Dragic against Dunn. Clock at 6. Uses the glass to drop it in.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Johnson against Markkanen. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the stripe.
Now here's Allen. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against New York.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Here's Richardson, and a slam dunk by Richardson.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Levine kicks to Dunn. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Richardson against Allen. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they will move.
Now, here's Dunn, following the missed shot by James Johnson. To the inside, Markkanen. The teardrop falls in.
Looking more comfortable and running these screen and rolls. Markkanen moving very well after setting the pick.
Dragic looking for an opening. Pass to Magruder. It's Richardson on the wing. On the wing, Johnson. A 14-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
Well, he hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Now here's Allen. Dishes to Levine. From 13, and the jumper is on the mark. Levine's got his first basket.
You see the screen and roll plenty in today's game. Levine, he's so solid at using it to his advantage.
Outside, Dragic. Overdone. Here's Whiteside, and Allen with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Heat have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside, Dragic. Here's Whiteside, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Whiteside's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
And the Heat with some changes. Bam Adebayo comes in for James Johnson. And Winslow subbed in for Richardson. Jabari Parker's checked in for the Bulls. Sinks the three-pointer.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. They trail by 1. He kicks to Winslow. Back to Dragic. Pass to Winslow. Inside, and the jam by Whiteside.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to New York.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yeah, I'm with you. Disgraceful performance and an issue that might be tricky to fix.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Miami. Hill comes in for Rodney Magruder. Then for the Bulls, Marjanovic checked in for Carter. Evans comes in for Levine, and it's Moutier in for Dunn. Parker inside. He's against Olynyk. Parker's shot is off, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Uncovered, and the shot goes in. Parker's got 5.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
Here's Dragic. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Got a piece of it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders at small forward. In the third spot, Justice Winslow.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
Oh, yeah, Greg. These guys are stoppers. There is no assignment too tough for them.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Adebayo passes to Winslow. Back to Adebayo. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of this game.
And boy, when you think about what the Bulls were in the 90s, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, Robin, I mean, a group that could suffocate you on both ends.
Now, here's Olynyk. 9 points last game out. Hill against Evans. 5 to shoot. Right side Hill over Evans, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Hill's got his first points of the night. For Chicago, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And Chris, talking about the Bulls dynasty, some people feel it was the greatest of all time.
That's a tough question. You got Russell, Celtics, Duncan, Spurs, the Lakers, Showtime. Let's include the Warriors of today. I really don't argue about it because, they can't go head-to-head, unfortunately.
Here's Dragic following the basket by George Hill. Here's Adebayo. An 11-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
Now, here is Hill. They trail by 1.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Allen. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Winslow finds Hill. Back to Winslow. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. So for Chicago right now. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Allen in at the small forward. Now, here's Markkanen. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Here's Magruder, guarded by Levine. Magruder kicks to Hill. The pass to Winslow. Here's Magruder, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 3 to shoot, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Knicks had a nice performance. He finished with 36 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. The biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of them.
Dunn passes to Carter. It's stolen by Hill. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Winslow wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. Chicago leading by 8. Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. They get it again. The shot's good from Carter. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
Hill kicks to Magruder. Passes to Johnson. He dishes it to Winslow. Carter with the block. Levine feeling it out a bit. Back to Allen. Pass to Markkanen. Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Justice Winslow. C-Web, a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle it?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say? You shoot around. Wait a minute. Who Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with a step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they could throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating? Who's on my team in the corner? What shooter's in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through your mind.
That is something else.
Yeah, the defender all over it. And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China. He even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
Allen with it. 8 points for him. He feeds it to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Winslow scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Nice work to get in position for the rebound and the putback. He has no off switch.
Allen against Winslow. And Winslow comes to help. Here's Markkanen. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract rate from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less. And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to Allen. Kicks to Levine. Allen against Winslow. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Magruder, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And here is Dunn. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
And look, it was more than his scoring. He was dominant on D. His steal numbers for that game were crazy.
Now, here's Dunn. 11-point game. Levine finds Allen. Clock at 6. Reverses. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Magruder. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Down low, here's Whiteside. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Whiteside's got 5 points now this quarter. Dunn passes to Carter. Now Markkanen, 8 points for him. Here's Allen in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
The Heat trail by 11. Timeout called the Heat.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
A different look for Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Johnson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Hill. And the Bulls making a change also. Jabari Parker's checked in for Markkanen. Olynyk with it. He's picked up by Parker. Olynyk dishes to Richardson. There's the pass to Magruder. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Magruder's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
To the middle, here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Heat have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 2nd quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Richardson kicks to Olynyk. And that's going to be a travel. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Sunday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
He kicks it to Olynyk. Off target with his three. And so Allen will bring it up for Chicago. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Adebayo. Off the left rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Allen finds Marjanovic. Parker against Olynyk. Parker passes to Allen. To the middle. And the basket by Blakeney. Blakeney's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Outside Dragic. Richardson against Allen. Outside Dragic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Richardson, no luck. The Bulls leading by 14. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Now here's Dragic. For three, Richardson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the... Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from AI.
And through the first two periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Magruder in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now, here's Markkanen. Levine dishes to Carter. Over Whiteside, and the Bulls tack on two more. Dragic with it. Johnson outside. The dish to Richardson. Here's the floater. Rebound by the Bulls. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, D.A. Thank you.
Oh, that's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
To the middle. Allen kicks to Dunn. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him. Allen in the post. Richardson covering. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 14 points.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, you're up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. We're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Done against Dragic. Pass to Richardson. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. The Bulls leading by 14. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
Now a timeout called by Miami. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. Number 1, the Bulls.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Here's Magruder. Can't drop it in from the right block. And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Levine. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 13.
Looking calm and composed in the paint. Levine is superb at capitalizing from these spots.
Richardson against Allen. Here's Dragic. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Levine can't hit.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Pass to Dragic. Overdone. Markkanen pulls it in.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the dunk is always the king of the highlight reel. We know it comes easy if you're 6'10" or bigger. But, Chris, there are little guys who can get up there and slam it down hard, too.
Well, I tell you what, Westbrook absolutely scares me when he's tall, because Westbrook thinks he's 7 foot tall and tries to dunk like it every time. So I love watching him attack the rim. How about Dennis Smith Jr.? His miss in the dunk contest last year was one of the most exciting dunks I've seen in a long time.
It was.
Eric Bledsoe, Terry Rozier. I mean, these guys, they attack the rim fearlessly, and they're going to posterize you if you're a big fella and sleeping on their hops. Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
The pass to Levine. Back to Allen. Now Levine. He's guarded by Johnson. Allen passes to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Allen's shot is off.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses. You can't find much better shot than that one.
Evans kicks to Levine. Passes it to Allen, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Miami.
Justice Winslow.
And here is Allen. He's got 14. There's the 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hill looking it over. Here's Whiteside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Adebayo is checked in for Josh Richardson. For Miami, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Allen for the 3. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Miami.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the three ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it.
And there's LaVine on the assist from Carter. 17 points for Zach LaVine. The Heat trail by 20. Dragic finds Whiteside. Back to Dragic. Oh, Whiteside in position. That one, no good.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop. Still should have went for something better than that, though. His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Here's Hill. After the made shot from Allen, Dragic gets the bucket.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Chicago leading by 20. Evans kicks to Carter. Valentine passes to Evans. It's stolen by Hill. From 11 feet away, Whiteside. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Allen. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
We know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Olynyk is checked in for the Heat. Bulls also changing it up. Marjanovic checked in for Carter. And Jabari Parker subbed in for Denzel Valentine. Now here is Hill. He's got 6. Dragic kicks to Winslow. And there's the feed to Hill. That shot off. Excellent D there from Allen. Outside, LaVine. Evans outside. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Chicago, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Bulls making a change here. Moutier is checked in. Olynyk dishes to Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hill. Evans with some nice D.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Dragic finds Winslow, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists now tonight. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. Here's Allen. He's got 23. Evans outside. Lets a floater go. Yep, it counts.
Oh, clever at capitalizing from inside. Give Evans this type of positioning, he's going to score.
Dragic the pass to Winslow. To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Allen kicks to Evans. Moutier dishes to Allen. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as it keeps working.
Outside Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots, and Parker with the block. But he gets it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And Miami making a change here. Magruder's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Blakeney's checked in. Winslow against Allen. Bulls moving the ball around. Dragic with some nice D.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Oh, Now Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Allen finds Marjanovic. Now here's Parker. And here is Allen. Olynyk is covering. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And Allen drops them both. And Miami shooting about 42% so far. Outside Dragic. Pass to Olynyk. Back to Dragic. Kicks it to Olynyk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Magruder, that's good.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Chicago has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Marjanovic passes to Allen. Now Mudiay. Back to Allen. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. That's 29 points for Allen.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Winslow. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Fast break. Here they come. Allen kicks to Marjanovic. Allen outside. Now the pass to Blakeney. He tries for 3. Miami grabs the miss. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We'll take a look at the Bulls. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Miami, 5 games behind.
And looking at Chicago, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship.
Winslow's shot is off.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc. They still can't cash in on it.
Mudiay kicks to Parker. Passes it to Allen. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Allen's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for Chicago.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Allen outside. Over in the corner, Mudiay. Pass to Allen. Here's Blakeney. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the 3rd quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, you see guys trying to force their own agenda.
Getting ready for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Laverne. Olynyk comes in for Mack. James Johnson's checked in for Waiters. And it's Dragic in for Johnson. Taking a look at the Bulls. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at the 3 slot. Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Ball's knocked loose. Now Dragic. You know the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of like European players for bringing that over along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football. And so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're Shaq the fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Johnson dishes to Whiteside. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Markkanen kicks to Allen. And the pass to Levine. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Allen. To the middle and stolen by Whiteside. Now here's Dragic. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C-Webb is someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. You know, I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
Allen's shot is off. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Allen. Levine finds Allen. And that one comes up a bit short.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Up top, Dragic. Done covering. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Heat. Dion Waiters checked in for Johnson. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Richardson. Poke loose. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The first one falls. And Allen drops them both. 1:56 left in the game. Johnson, the pass to Whiteside. Outside, Dragic. 13 feet away. And no good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Moutier kicks to Marjanovic. Allen outside. Pass to Moutier. Here's Blakeney. He's guarded by Johnson. 5 on the clock. Moutier dishes to Allen. Here's Marjanovic. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Allen.
He's had an effect on every part of this game, a triple-double. What more can you say? It's been a one-man show. Today was a good day.
Moutier kicks to Markkanen. Here's Allen. And it comes off the front of the rim. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Dragic. Misses from close range. And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Mudiay with the ball. Now the pass to Marjanovic. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy